Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday Word on Wednesday, the 12th of October. I've been thinking about Paul's famous phrase, I've become all things to all men, or in the more inclusive version, I've become all things to all people. And the reason for this? So that by all possible means I might save some. It's from 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 22. Now, it's easy to misunderstand what Paul is getting at here. Is he suggesting that we simply adopt the ideas, beliefs and assumptions of the society that we live in so that we fit in and don't cause any offence to anyone? I don't think he can mean that, because he became extremely unpopular and was persecuted by some people that he was trying to reach with the gospel. Check out 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 23 to 27, to see just how unpopular Paul was for preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. Paul wasn't afraid to be unpopular if the offence was caused by the gospel, but he was very concerned that it was only the gospel that caused offence. So when he was in Jewish company, he emphasised his Jewish heritage and his respect for Jewish customs. To the Jews I became a Jew to win the Jews, he says, in the same passage. And when he was with Gentiles, he downplayed his Jewish upbringing and accentuated his Roman citizenship and his respect for Greek and Roman civilization and culture. To those not having the law, I became like one not having the law, he says. Does this mean he was being two-faced and hypocritical, simply wanting to win friends and influence people? No, he was simply being respectful towards the people he was seeking to love and serve and to reach with the gospel. Now, we can learn much from Paul's approach. I have to say that I come across Christians who are frankly unnecessarily offensive. I can think of occasions when I've created barriers by not being sensitive to those I'm with. During our first Christmas in Cockfosters when I was a curate, we invited all of our neighbours for drinks. We offered round cocktail sausages and prunes wrapped in bacon and battered prawns and couldn't understand why nobody wanted to eat anything. And then we suddenly realised, oh my goodness, most of our neighbours are Jewish. Well, we didn't make that mistake again. But more seriously, we can be offensive in the way that we speak about people who don't share our beliefs or our moral positions on various issues. And sometimes the people that we feel we can be most rude about are our fellow believers who we disagree with or who take different theological positions to ours. We can go out of our way to love our non-Christian friends, but think nothing of hating our Christian brother and sister, not realising what a terrible witness that is to the watching world. Paul is such a great example of making sure that the only offence that he caused was that of the gospel itself. He never downplayed the uniqueness of Christ, his death on the cross, the power of the resurrection, and the need to repent and believe and to live a holy life. But he was very flexible when it came to cultural issues. Now, clearly, this begs the question of what is a gospel issue and what is cultural. But let's follow Paul's example and aim to do all this for the sake of the gospel, so that we might share in its blessings. God bless you today.